Hey, what's up guys? It's Raivis Markons-Craig. I am here in just a practice field near my house. It's been about 6-7 months since I did the last in the bag video. A lot's changed. I am just Innova and Discmania only now. Anyways, I'll start off with my putters. Start off with my P2 D-line. This is what I've actually transitioned to for putting. Mostly, I started the year with X-line P1Xs. These are beadless, and I've liked the transition. I feel really confident with the P2, and I can actually use it with as a pro shot. It's still stable for me, and I have a hyzer putt, so having it fade and crash in hard at the end is exactly what I want. So it's been perfect for that. This is just a glow. This is just a Glow D-Line P2 that I just got from the Discmania Media Partnership, which has been going great. Thank you very much. I had a few discs in my bag that I probably would have never had if it wasn't for you guys, so you gave me that opportunity. And those discs have been awesome, which I appreciate. So this is one just a Glow D-Line P2. I'm not sure if I want to putt with this or kind of throw approaches with it, kind of beat it up. But the fact that it glows in the dark is just awesome, and it has a really sweet, stamp with that spider, spooky spider. The X-Line P1X, even though I've transitioned to the P2 D-Line, the X-Line P1X has been actually good for certain different putts. Anything uphill, any kind of straddle, dangerous straddle putts, because I've learned that the P2 likes to roll a little bit. Meanwhile, the X-Line P1X is a little softer, so it absorbs the landing a little better. This is also really good for straight putter shots. This has been awesome for approach shots. And yeah, the D-Line P1X, I mean, everybody's got to have one. This one has been great. I mean, I think just for Newton Hill alone, a league that is 45 minutes from my house, I used to play it when I was about 4 years back. It was like the course that I grew up on, and I hadn't played here, and I came back for a league this year, and first two leagues I felt comfortable. I was kind of like training, and then all of a sudden I just got the D-Line P1X and I figured it out. I was getting those birdies, those short birdies, that those hyzer flips and those just putt approach shots, and I ended up getting 3 1,000 rated rounds just in about 4 weeks. Definitely look into an old beat it up putter. It's going to be great for those hyzer flip shots as well as those straight putter shots, and sometimes even for those long jump putts. I found out this is really good for that. So let me just throw it up real quick. I have two MD4s. This is the prototype. I'll get into that first. This is from the Discmania Media Partnership. Thank you very much. This has been an awesome addition to my bag. I have countless birdies with this. I use it for anything within 250 to 300. It goes really straight, and it holds a hyzer really nice too at the end. So I use it for almost anything that I can kind of sneak in between in terms of on a hyzer, or sometimes I actually even been using this for a little bit of longer flick shots. So that's been good for that. So let me just throw that. Just at the edge of the benches over there. But yeah, it's a really great disc, and it's very consistent. I've been loving that, even with headwind included. This is the Crescent Falcon MD4 Simon Lizotte series. It's been amazing. Same thing as, it's pretty much very similar to the prototype.
Yeah, it's there right now. Great job, Raivis.
This is a brand new addition courtesy of Andrew Noodleman. Thank you very much. This is a DX Cobra. I was really anti the DX Cobra for some reason before, but I really like the grip now. I'm not really anti anymore. I actually paired a few great Annie lines with this shot effortlessly, and it's actually been a really nice addition to my bag. And there's certain shots where I don't have a flick that this has become really handy for me. So let me just show you a little bit of that. KC Pro Rock, here it is. It's a little bit beaten in now, about 2 months old. It's 180. I have sausage fingers, so I have to throw a fan with a fan grip. I can't power grip anything other than drivers. So I hope other people have the same problem. Shout out to you guys, sausage fingers. But anyways, yeah, this has been a really good addition to my bag in terms of just controlled straight shots. Anything like Fox Run Hole 2, Brewster Ridge Hole 6, where it's just a straight shot, 200, 250, 300, I'm gonna pull out my KC Pro Rock. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Metal Flake FD. If there's one disc that has completely changed my game, I think it's this one. This one is courtesy of Eric Woyden. Shout out. If I ever lose it, I know I'll have backups, and I know one day I'm going to lose it, especially being blue. So with this disc, I think it's one of the best fairway, almost long distance drivers that stays straight. It doesn't hyzer out, it doesn't turn too much as long as you throw it flat. If you throw it on an Annie, of course it's going to turn, but it's one of those discs that I've used for a lot of controlled straight shots. It requires placement, and 350, 400 feet straight, this is what I'm going to pull out. One of the best shots I've ever had with this disc was at Brewster Ridge, hole 11, I believe. It's downhill, 700 feet. And I threw a thumber just to throw a placement shot right near the center of the fairway. And my second shot was going to be a Metal Flake FD. I knew in my head, as soon as I saw that placement where I was in the middle, I was going to shoot this shot. And all I had to do was keep it straight for about 450. And I threw this disc, and I almost deuced that hole from that far away because of this disc. I mean, that's how straight it can go. It didn't veer to the left, it didn't veer to the right, it literally stayed straight the whole time. And when it goes downhill, if you throw it flat, little secret, it stays straight. You don't even have to put it. That works. Champion Firebird. I got this because I lost my baby, my C-Line FD3, my pink one that I threw all year. I lost on one of the last tournaments of the year, and I had to get something just for my thumbers that goes straight and then just fades at the end. And this was it. And I learned right away that did exactly what the FD3 did, but it's a little more beefy. It doesn't glide as much as the FD3 did, which I really missed. But great disc. It's one of those things that I'm gonna throw with thumbers until I find another C-Line FD3 that is flat and potentially pink or green. Moving on to the S-Line FD3, brand new disc in my bag, love it. I got this through the Signature Series that they just released, and as I bought it, I was like, yes, because I've been waiting for an S-Line FD3. I had one a couple months ago that I lost right away, because that's what I do, and I couldn't get another one that was exactly the same. So this is a 171 S-Line FD3, which is perfect for flicks, also for thumbers. So let me just show you for a flick. C-Line PD, thank you, Andrew Noodleman. Shout out to you, because you've been telling me to get this for years, but I didn't, and I always thought it was weird for some reason. But this one, I don't know what it is. I love this run. It might be like 5th or 6th run. I know it's on the later generation, but I really like the feel of it, and it's consistent hyzer that I can put it on. Anything that's like 300 to 350, maybe even 400, that requires power hyzer and that goes mostly straight in the beginning, I'm going to shoot this disc. TD Brothers. C-Line TD, it's great for those anti-shots, those powerful anti-shots that go straight and then turn at the end. I really like using this. I used to throw it for more hyzer flips, but since I've moved on to the Metal Flake FD, I really haven't needed it as much, which is great. I mean, that's what you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have different discs for different shots. I was trying to use a TD for something that it wasn't, and now it has one purpose, which I think everybody should learn from. C-Line TD, pink one. I've had this in my bag for about only 2 months. Noodleman had it for a long time, gave it to me. I've been using it for those long anti-shots that require touch. It doesn't always come out well, but for the most part, it does turn out pretty well with it. So G-Line DD2, Discmania Media Partnership, shout out, thank you very much for this. This has been a great addition to my bag. This was actually my first one, and I fell in love with it right away. There's something about the G-Line that I know most people don't like, but for me, I actually really like it because it feels great, and out of my hands, I get a consistent release. And that's important. if you want a consistent release, you shouldn't be trying to throw plastic that just doesn't feel right. That's step A. And for me, this allowed me to this one's still stable, so allowed me to shoot straight hyzers, but also when they beat in, allowed me to kind of use it for those flex hyzers, which turn into those boom shots. You know, I've tuned one of the few longest holes this year because of those two discs. I actually got a 700-foot deuce this year. Shout out to Buffinville, Noah Cronin saw it. And I deuced a 700-foot hole. First shot was a star race, second shot, G-line DD2 smash chains right in. No lie, can't make that stuff up. So for 350, 400, 450, I'm gonna actually use this for most of my shots. Couple more. All right, Star Destroyer. Everybody has to have one. This is a little beaten in. It's been obviously an awesome addition to my bag, and I use it for anything that is really heavy wind that day. I'll put on a hyzer. Anything that requires a late turn, I'll use this. It's a great utility disc. Ooh. All right, this is another one that's really reinvented my game. If there's another disc that you need to get other than the Metal Flake FD, it's the C-Line CD2. There's something about it. The blue one is perfect. It's a controlled hyzer every time, anywhere between 300 to 400. It outperforms some of my lawn drivers. When it just goes straight and then it turns slightly at the end, which I always am, looking for in a disc. I use it with confidence every time that I see like a controlled hyzer shot. And there's a lot of disc golf shots with a controlled hyzer shot. So it's very similar to the Wraith in my opinion. So I'm going to throw the Star Wraith as well as the CD2 because they're both very similar, I think.
Oh yeah.
Alright, for those who are interested in seeing what bag I used all year, this is it, the Upper Park Shift bag. It's the smaller one. It actually was great for me because it was a little less strain on my back, and it actually helped me downsize the amount of disc. So, what was about 23, 24 is now down to 18, 19. More in there. There's a lot of space in there, but there's like 5 hidden discs in there. But yeah, that's the bag, and it's been really great. Been very happy with it. Even as many tournaments as I played, it's still in great shape. So that's a sign of a good bag. And I was known for losing things. These little side pockets for wallets, for keys, have been great. And yeah, thanks Upper Park for creating this awesome bag.